Cast your mind back to 2016, the time when cringe compilations and feminist getting owned videos dominated YouTube. This video was some woman crying her eyes out after Trump was being inaugurated in the 2016 election was the peak of comedy and brought a divided society together at last. Sadly, a video as iconic as this one has not been made in regards to the most recent election, but there has been a load of losers on Twitter sharing their opinion and going absolutely crazy whether they voted for Trump or for Biden. The most recent presidential election has finished with Joe Biden winning. Now let's go down to the floor and see what a British person makes of this news. Yep, surprise surprise, we don't care. It's not the greatest kept secret in the world that British people literally could not care less about the US election. I guess the general consensus is that we are happy that Trump is no longer president, but really we've got our own problems going on in this country. If Biden's the president, then hey, congratulations, at least you have someone in charge of your country who is at least somewhat qualified for the job. And if Trump was the president, then I guess we'll have to deal with 4 more years of fucking shitty Trump jokes from late night TV hosts. And speaking of shitty late night hosts, let's see what one of the best in the game right now, one of the best that America has to offer, Jimmy Fallon, has to say on the election.
Let's get to the news and jokes. Well, guys, as of this afternoon, some states are still counting their votes, but the numbers are looking good for Joe Biden. Yep, it seems like America is just about ready to socially distance from President Trump.
Ah yes, coronavirus and Trump, two of the biggest topics and things to talk about in 2020. Just mash them together and you got the recipe, the formula for an absolutely golden joke. These guys have finally realised that after 4 years we've got tired of Trump jokes. Who would have thought? But now with coronavirus, God, it's a new spice to add to the joke. Just add that in and suddenly they become funny again. It's also funny to see that after he says the votes are looking good for Joe Biden, he gives a little pause so the audience can clap and go fucking ballistic for their hate for Trump. I'm half expecting every single time that Joe Biden's name is mentioned by the news for people to start fucking flipping desks and going ballistic, thinking it's the second coming of Christ, thinking it's their messiah in this presidential election. The media seems to think that every time they mention the name Joe Biden, that people are just going to jizz their pants in excitement that they're actually mentioning their fucking favourite person on the internet and in the world. And especially on the internet, because over this presidential election, I have seen everyone fucking suck Joe Biden's dick. Now, I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm British, I could not care less who gets voted in, but I don't see anyone supporting Trump, and all that I see on Twitter is people shitting on Trump supporters, and I ain't seen any. There's probably some soldiers on the front line trooping it out, fighting for the cause, but I can't see them, I don't know where they are. It's just people shitting on Trump supporters, and I can't find any to fucking show you, and if I do find them, I then find out they are trolls, and it's all fucking fake. When the votes were getting counted, many people saw Trump at a golf course, and while he was still losing the election, he was just casually swinging away like Gareth Bale on the golf course. But this is the very first picture that I seen, and I don't have a fucking clue what I'm looking at. It just looks like some standard British pond, overcast weather. It's probably gonna fucking piss down any minute now. It looks like a fucking Bigfoot sighting. Trump's nowhere to be seen. I'd probably fucking looking in the bushes to try and find any sign of a human life form. But if you're gonna post a picture, because this isn't a video, it's just a solid picture, it's a still frame, that's it. There's nothing here to look at apart from some fucking trees, which I can just look out my window and see. So I don't know why this went fucking viral. Of course, when we all found out that Biden actually won, Trump had to go on Twitter and tweet something about it, but we don't care about the fucking tweet. It's on screen for you now, but we're just gonna move past it because no one gives a shit. Now, the first thing that you'll notice when you go into the replies, you'll see this same paragraph spammed over and over and over again. Now, I don't know what it means. You can click the translate button on it when you click on the actual post, but I have no fucking clue what it means, so I'm just going to continue scrolling past it. Oh, fuck yeah. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Our favourite gun-loving American, Aubrey Huff, is back at it again, supporting the troops on the front line. He's one of the guys that I was on about. Now, if any of you are going to be swayed by the hard-hitting facts that Mr. Huff is providing us, I'm sorry to crush your sweet, innocent dreams, but there is a disclaimer at the bottom saying that official sources have called the election differently, so, you know, this is just wrong and I'm sorry to crush your dreams like this. And just when I thought I could seek refuge from Among Us memes in a Trump tweet, I'm sadly mistaken. My naive brain thought wrong, and there's yet again another Trump meme, and not only that, it's an Among Us meme in the replies to the Trump tweet. Like, can you Among Us players just go one day without making some shitty fucking meme about it? Like, come on, no one cares. And just look at the likes on this thing, 2.8k UK people found this funny. How is this even funny, man? There's no comedy, there's no punchline, it's not even saying orange is sus, it's just Trump getting ejected. That's fucking it. Am I supposed to laugh? Am I supposed to roll on the floor and go fucking mental? You'll be pleased to know that this is the only Among Us meme I saw in the replies, so not everyone has as little IQ as these people that find this funny. But I said at the start how there's no more iconic videos like that woman crying during the inauguration, but I did find one that's been doing mad numbers, and it is of a similar level. It may not top it, but for some, like me, I think it does top it actually. Now I can't play the audio and I'll explain after, so instead you're just gonna have to listen to the sweet sounds of Afghan Dan Tic Tac business, and I'm sure that's a sound replacement.
Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box, if not, Mr. Tic Tac get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back in his box. Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box, if not, Mr. Tic Tac get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back in his box. Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box, if not, Mr. Tic Tac get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back.
Now if you had to think of one band or one song that symbolises anti-government thoughts and a symbol of rebellion, you would think of the likes of Rage Against the Machine, and certainly the song Killing in the Name, and that is a song that is playing in the background, so that's why I couldn't play it. There's a little known lyric in the song, you might not know it, but it goes something like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. And in regards to America and the whole wearing mask debate, these guys are wearing the mask and they are following what Donald Trump and the government is telling them to do. How fucking dumb can you be to not see this? No, I'm not concerned about their song choice or that they're Trump supporters, I don't care about that. The main thing I'm worried about is what the fuck is on this guy's left leg. You may say that because he's wearing joggers, these are probably paint stains. Now I'm not believing that. This to me, it looks like jizz stains, and I know a jizz stain when I see one. Mate, if you're gonna go to a crowded place like a Trump rally and you really need to beat the meat and tug on the old joystick, at least just jack off into the toilet so it's easy clean up. Don't do it on the side of your fucking leg. It must be my Britishness showing, but I can't imagine anyone over here actually going out in public and doing something like this. And I'm not talking about going out and supporting Trump, I'm talking about some joyous support rally or whatever the fuck this is. For a start, it probably wouldn't go ahead because it'd probably be pissing down, but if they did actually do it, they'd probably get pummeled by some fucking roadmen or something for taking their turf. I don't fucking know because I never see it. Now, if some middle-aged man went out in public and was wearing a full-on Union Jack or English flag, for a start, they'd probably get called racist because that's how people here act. But secondly, they'd probably get beaten up by some fucking roadmen. That's really why we're in lockdown. We're not stuck inside because of coronavirus, it's because we have a roadman problem. And speaking of the UK, everyone's favourite Boris Johnson had some words to say about Joe Biden following his election result. Congratulations to Joe Biden on his election as President of the United States and to Kamala Harris on her historic achievement. The US is our most important ally and I look forward to working closely together on our shared priorities from climate change to trade and security. Yeah, Boris, about that. Things aren't as rosy as you seem to think they are. Yeah, there's some work to be done here. But also, like the Americans, us British people also have Neanderthals in the comment section of social media posts, and it's very telling here as well. The leader of every opposition in the UK beat you to it. Very telling. Why do you fucking care, man? This is someone who probably comments first on every single fucking YouTube video he watched, thinking that if you're the first to do something and congratulating someone, that instantly makes you better than anyone else. He's probably expecting Boris Johnson to reply to this tweet saying first, just to make sure, just to get everyone to know that he is the first person to congratulate Joe Biden on winning. Speaking of Neanderthals, I found this post and it's just fucking sad and pathetic, but also funny, and just combining them two together and we're in for a good time. I took this picture 5 years ago, well before the election, as you can see by the total lack of barricades or anything around Trump Tower. Now more than ever. And now you ready for the post? You can see the top of the picture there, but you can probably already guess what the post is. Yep, this guy giving the finger to Trump. What rebel. I mean, you can't get any more rebellious than this. Showing a middle finger to an inanimate object when that is a fucking skyscraper. God, man, I wish I was you. Think of the fucking balls it took to do this. I mean, he's probably got swarmed by fucking paparazzi and by fucking people who want to chop his fucking head off. They couldn't believe what they just seen. This guy is a fucking revolutionary doing this. He must feel so fucking proud. Do people that do this think Trump's gonna actually see the post and think, fuck me, this guy hates me? I mean, I should really not run for president. I should really sharpen up my act. There's gonna be so many people outside my fucking building putting middle fingers up, and that's bad publicity. I can't have that. I need to talk to him. No, who the fuck's gonna think that? I have no evidence or no proof for this, but I can just say without really any doubt that this guy's a Redditor. I mean, I'm just gonna put that out there. If you do this, you probably are. And as for Joe Biden, this is one of the first, if not the first Twitter post he made since winning the election, and look at the fucking numbers that this did. They're probably so much higher now, but I took this around an hour after it was posted, and look, 15 million views, 2 million likes. This is Mr. Beast these fucking numbers here. He's getting this on a fucking Twitter post. Imagine if this was on YouTube. God, it'd be in fucking 9 digits, 100 mil views easy. Just think of the most stereotypical patriotic American video, and that's exactly what this is. Of course I didn't watch it because I don't give a shit, but it's just saying how they're going to make America greater and everything, and just trying to rally all the people in support, and you know, that sort of fucking thing. So after spending my day on Twitter reading all the fucking losers posting about the election and going fucking ballistic for one that Trump didn't get elected, or in fucking hysterics that Biden got elected, I decided to try and get some respite and went to Instagram. And that was a fucking mistake. And one of the first posts I see is yet again another Among Us meme, and I just had to close it down here. I couldn't deal with it. I cannot deal with Among Us memes anymore. If you post them, you're making me lose brain cells, and the amount of likes that these get as well is just truly fucking baffling. So yeah, that's my take on the situation, and if you forgot what my take was, it's that I literally do not care. Much like many British people in this country, we don't care about the fucking election results. The only good thing to come out of this is that we're not going to have any more Trump jokes, and that's something that we can all agree is a good thing. If you were triggered by this election, remember to dislike the video and comment down below why you did so. But if you enjoyed, remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. I'll see you next time.